Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, kindly subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back to my channel. Do turn on the notification button so that anytime I post a video, you'll be the first to be notified. So today I'm here to talk about Arnold and Bolar. So we've been hearing rumors that they've split up, they're no longer together and all of that, especially after Dr. Cherry of McCherry posted a long post saying that if you know you cannot continue with your partner after the ultimate love guest reality show, let the person go. Just like Jerry let Meriton go and Arnold let Bolar go. I personally did not like how she went about it, but it looks like for real Arnold and Bolar have split. Why am I saying this? Because there have been a lot of voice notes flying around on social media, and also Arnold came out with a post, a disclaimer, stating categorically what happened or whatever his explanation was for everything going on or circulating around. So I have here the voice notes for you to listen to. Also, I have Arnold's statement that he posted on social media, where I'm going to be reading it out to you and we talk about in the comment section. So Arnold said, a voice note is currently being circulated over the internet insinuating that Arnold, under the guise of his birthday, went away with everything in the hotel room he has been staying with his partner Bolar under the auspices of MultiChoice due to the pandemic lockdown. This is a very untrue and incorrect as Arnold moved out. This is very untrue and incorrect as Arnold moved out of the hotel room as requested by Bolar for reasons best known to her. On his birthday, the sum of 1.5 million naira was presented to him as a gift, with 1 million coming from the Bolar parents' figures for him to rent an apartment as he requested for when he was asked what he wanted as his gift. Also, the sum of 500,000 naira from Bolar fans, which was received weeks after his birthday on the 25th of June 2020. The sum of 1 million was credited directly to Arnold's account, and a big part of this was refunded back to the parents' figure when Bolar insisted on being given half of the money as her share because she wasn't interested in getting an apartment. The information being passed across with the voice note is not only painting a wrong picture of Arnold as a fraud, but also painting Bolar as a liar that would malign Arnold's character just to make herself into a saint. This is defamation of character and slander, and the brand of Arnold will not tolerate lies against his person, nor will it let detractors use Bolar's name in an attempt to legitimate their dirty claims. Arnold is not a scam, but a young man who went to find love on the show and is being emotionally tortured because he loved too much. Whilst Arnold and Bolar are trying to solve this amicably and settle issues on a common ground, we are using this opportunity to inform the public that legal steps will be taken if there are further slanders on the persons of Arnold and by extension Bolar. Signed by management, giddy24house@gmail.com. Honestly, I don't know what to say, but personally, I don't know. At the end of the day, I believe that before going into the ultimate love show, all personalities involved realize that the minute they come out, their life will be under a lot of scrutiny. A lot of people are going to try to speak into their matter and all of that. But I expect that, people would have boundaries and all of that. I'm not going to speak for or against anybody. This is wrong on all levels, whatever the situation might be. But I feel like, I don't know, man. I don't know, but I'm just going to drop the voice notes. If you have any opinion, let's have a little banter in the comment section. And to Bolar, I feel like age is just a number, and I wish you all the best, and I pray that you find that one that completes you. Age is just a number. You're a beautiful girl. You have a lot of energy. Keep it up and keep praying. And I believe that sometimes do not have third parties involved in your relationships, because at the end of the day, you are the only one in your relationship, so you're the only one that knows what you go through. So that would be my advice. But at the end of the day as well, Arnold, I feel like the outbursts between both parties honestly are really uncalled for. And I think, yes, you did come to a reality show, but you do not air your dirty linen in public. So for me, that's that. But I wish both parties all the best. And listen to the voice note. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and of course,
wait
subscribe.
for another day. You did your bad day today. The next day, because of which gifts? Ọmọ ojú ọ̀rọ̀ lárí tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ lọ́lá níyọnu, very useless boy. You know the most painful part for me is ọmọ 32 tó Ọlọ́run ojú ẹni tó ń wọ́kọ́ máa rí o tí ò bá ṣe nǹkan tó dènà Arnold sí Bọ́láńlé. It's really painful. Bọ̀bọ́ yẹn ò ní rá láàánú. Ó kó títí ó kó bisikíìtì tán fún wọn, ó kó cake. You can imagine a gutter boy. Anyway, náà kò yẹ kó yà mí lẹ́nu, kò nílé kó tó lọ sí house náà. Ó ń gbé room and parlour, ó tún jẹ gbèsè.
Papa once called me to separate us, and that is that. Now I want to go straight to the point, because before I start sounding rude and disrespectful to some people I don't know, I don't want to start calling names here, but whoever they are, more like Mrs. Bimbolicious or whatever they call her, if not for I and Mrs. Memuna that stopped Bonale from calling her out the first time, she won't be saying all these stupid things she's saying now, and the voice note she's sending here and there with Mr. Shegun. You need to warn her. She doesn't know me. Oh, she doesn't know me. Now, 2 days ago, I got a message from Mrs. Jenny Adeoshun asking me why I left the hotel, and I asked her. I just left. I just go home. I came to visit my mom, and she said, "Why didn't I come with Bolanle? Why do I need to come with Bolanle? I have to give her some space." But that was not the case, though. But I came to see my mom, and she went on and on to talk about the live video she did, calling me names, making it sound as if I am lazy. I don't know what I'm doing, and so many other things that have been going on, which the best I would do is to give space, so that sometimes, because that's how I define love, you don't let it go totally. You sometimes give space so people can find good reason why you need to be together. Sometimes you miss someone you love too. It's my decision. You don't need to come poke your nose in my relationship. Who are you? Are you an assistant auntie? The next thing she said, I'm going to send the message here, and she was sounding so biased in her writing that I supported Bolale alone, not you, and I can even make my son marry Bolale. For what? The next thing she's asking me to send 500,000 to Bolale for me to hold my credibility. Now you're asking me to send the money back. Now, whatever idea, mommy and daddy, whatever idea you people had before doing this, please come out and talk. Oh, because I need to send this money back to you people. Not even I'm not in the mood of sharing any money. Come out and talk. If you need your money, let me send it back. Let me send it back, because the insult is getting too much, and I am not friendly. I'm not friendly. I don't know these people. I can't even put face. I can't even place a face to them. Are we the first place to go for a reality show? What's going on? What's happening? What's really happening? Is it because we don't talk? Why do people go into people's private life? Why are people deciding for people? Polale was not like this. This is unfair, and I really don't want to get peace, because my patience has been tested and I'm not happy. I've heard a lot. I've listened to so many voice notes from some people I think I should respect before, but man, I don't think the word. Oh, come on. Anyways, I just thought of sending this to you and make so that people will understand where this is coming from. If I and Bolale doesn't work out, some of you parent figure made it happen. You've been biased, you've been selfish, you're teaching how to be greedy, Like you people don't even know what you want. Things you cannot do to your own children. It's total mess. Total mess. Do I look like someone that is desperate for a wife? I have a life. And if I want to work out with someone, our differences and our similarities, we are working on it. Have I ever asked anyone for money, for a dime? Madam GMK called me, Miss Bisgo called me. What are we to do for your birthday? I said, I don't know what you people want to do, but if it's anything that will affect us positively, I believe we should contribute and get an apartment for us, because that's the way to go. If I don't like Bolanle, why would I want to even bring up that idea? And what is it beginning to sound like? As if I'm pushing myself on Bolanle? Come, nobody forced me to go for a TV show. I went there myself. And in the process of finding love, if you can't find it, then you get out. I'm not in a good moment right now. I'm not happy at all. I've tried my best. I've been pushed. My patience has been tested. My temperament has gone through different tests. And here I am now. I'm not happy at all. Few seconds ago, Bolanle called me, and she didn't call me. I've been calling her all this while to talk to her. Is it that she will sound hi? And I'm like, why are you sounding this way? What's going on? Talk to me. Or the next thing, say I'm busy or I'm sleeping. She called me yesterday to ask for something else because she knew I was going to release my merchandise today. The whole of today, she didn't call me. Only for her to call me around 5 o'clock to talk about 500,000 naira that I should send to her right now, that we've spoken about it before. I told her, I and you never had a conversation about money. The only time you called me was your auntie was deleted from parent group because she didn't want us to stay together, and if they send her money, I should send it to her. And I told her, look, you can't make statements when you are angry. Wherever you are, because she was not in the hotel then, wherever you are, come back and then we'll talk about it. We came back, we didn't even talk about it. It's only the rumors that were going on. Now you call me, say I should send you 500,000 as part of the money for you. I said, look, the people that sent the money to me, I'm not stupid to leave my hotel room, my comfort zone, to go stay with someone in a room, and later for her to go on live and she starts calling me names, saying she doesn't cohabit. Who does that? It's not nice. I don't like it. So please, I want to know if I should send the money back, or I should send her the 500,000 so we know everything is gone. Thank you.
Hey babe, so what happened is that last week Tuesday, before Saturday prior to Arnold's birthday, Bolanle's outburst and all of that, so, but truthfully, before then, because I'm very close to one mommy that is like Bolanle's mommy, like her backbone. So Bolanle talks to her. She talks to her about her fears, her concerns, about the relationship and all of that. So this mommy normally give her advice. So prior to Bolanle's outburst on Saturday, there has been underlying issues. There are these mommies that belong to the parents group that started pitching Arnold against Bolanle. Now, Bolanle being the kind of person she is, we could watch her in the house. She took some of them as her big mommy, so whenever they call and all of that, she might talk to them like, okay, oh, this is it. It's not a normal thing. We can't say she did bad, but not knowing that whenever she's talking with those ones, they will record her voice and send to Arnold. So there was a time she told that mommy that she doesn't even know that somehow she feels like Arnold should have started working on something and all of that they are not getting any younger, that left for her, if Arnold proposes now, she's ready to take his ring, she's ready to go all the way with him. That, but her fear is, after marriage, what's next? they will start rearing children. What are they going to use in taking care of their children? That in as much as marriage is important to her now, but getting a steady means of income is much more important to her now, which I don't think is too much to say, in my own opinion. Even though ordinarily I would have preferred she talked to her man herself instead of confiding in a mommy fan. So unfortunately, not knowing that those ones had ulterior motives, they recorded her conversation, her voice, they sent to Arnold, and the one that was text message and the one that they exchanged chats, they screenshotted and sent to Arnold. So Arnold started doing one kind to her. Then she noticed. Then in the relationship too, Bolanle still had her fears, because there were some attitudes Arnold was showing that doesn't correlate with his social media love. You know, the way he normally claim on social media, my this, my that, but she's not getting the same energy when they are inside the house. Like Arnold's mom stays in Lagos, but Bolanle have not met her. The day they were supposed to go and see her, Bolanle said she had already bought everything. Like, she bought gifts, the things she knows that okay, a mother-in-law will appreciate. She had already bought everything, only for Arnold to pick all those gifts and sneak out of the hotel to go and see his mom. That whenever he calls his family, maybe his sisters, his brother, his mom or anything, she practically begs him for her to speak with them on the phone. And vice versa, when she calls her parents, or these are parent figure, that's her aunt, that okay, Arnold, come and speak, he will be giving her sign that he doesn't want to speak, that she will quickly cover up that she is in the toilet. That the only once or twice that he spoke with her parents, she practically forced him. And then I'm like, with all the social media stunts, you are still doing all of this behind closed doors. Behind closed doors, he's still saying it's still a process. They are still in the processing. My love, what are you processing, for crying out loud? So from there, Bolanle started having fears that, is this guy ready to go all the way with me, or is just passing away time with me and all of that. But even with all of that, Bolanle still stand on the fact that she loves Arnold and she's ready to go all the way with him. So as long as it is not one-sided, that she loves him and she's ready to go all the way with him. So this mommy she normally talks to, the woman is a pastor. So as she told her all these things, speaking with parents, everything, still talking about process, the mommy now advised her that you can't tell me that you guys have not had sex, but I want you to stop. So that at the end of the day, it will not be that you spent your money, you gave him your heart, you gave him your body, and at the end of the day, it's going to end in a mess. So I think she stopped making love with Arnold. But I don't blame her. You can't be having me all the time. Your mom is in Lagos. See, since March 29 that they came out of the house, March 29 till June 2 that he left the hotel, he has gone to see his mom a couple of times. You don't go with her. They don't even speak on phone. I expected that by then, even before you guys meet each other's people in person, you would have established a very good rapport over the phone. But it's not so. It's not so. Kilode. So, fast forward to Bolanle's outburst on Saturday. Meanwhile, all the surprise party, the event decor, Bolanle, the surprises she did for Arnold, they were in 4 stages. The first one was in the midnight, where she brought out the cake. They sang for him. He cut cake before he entered pool. Then they went to bed. Then in the morning, she did breakfast in bed. Then the party in the afternoon, and the romantic surprise in the room at night. I want to tell you that all these things, they were not free. They were duly paid for by Bolanle, because she wanted to use that to make amends that, okay, I know I've offended, I might have offended you in one way or the other and all of that. So everything she did on Arnold's birthday was more like, let me use this to correct all the wrongs in my relationship, not knowing that it will end somehow. Now, truthfully, on that night, on the birthday night, according to Bolanle, that after everybody had left their room, there is a video that leaked that Sylvia was in their room, that she was playing and all of that. So after everybody had left their room, it was remaining only them. So Bolanle said after that, when everybody came out, Arnold just went to the door. He locked the door. He locked the door, and then that they made out that he was just crying. She was crying too. That they hugged for so long. Like they made up. She said they poured out their hearts. Arnold said everything that's been bothering him, she has done. She too, she said everything that's been bothering her, all her fears. Both parties apologized to each other, that they were even gisting into the morning, before Arnold now broke the news that he's leaving the hotel in the early morning, in the morning of the next day. Like, as at that night, when Bolanle was still gisting with this pastor mommy I'm talking about, she was even telling the mommy that, mommy, I'm happy, my relationship is fine, we are going to do well going forward, and she's happy, I love my man, and all of that. She was happy, like in her head she's already married. Only for later in the day, they said Eze just came with van, started packing loot, all his birthday gifts, his clothes, everything. They packed it, everything. Even so much that even pack all his birthday cake, even the one Bolanle did 3 different cakes for him. Even the one Bolanle used her money and do for him, that he packed everything, the biscuits, chocolates. He practically emptied the hotel room, not even thinking that, okay, I should leave some. And then before he left, he now told her that say no, that he just needs to take a break. He wants to go. Let him go and think whether they will work out, because he doesn't even know. Blah blah blah. Say Bolar joined them. Say no, we say anything. Bolar just joined them. So she too, she should have a rethink and all of that. That even the businesses they've been planning to do together before, he told her straight away that he's not doing again. Whatever she wants to do, let her go and do on her own. She too, she will do. He too, he will do his own on his own. Like, he gave Bolanle the shocker of her life. Tinuke, I want to tell you that this lady, she broke down into tears immediately. Arnold no look back. He just shut the door behind him, and that was how he left. So after he left was when Bolanle now got to know that he has been planning the apartment since he just did there. They use a while away time. They had gotten the apartment is even in Lekki. They had, you know how much what it costs to get an apartment in Lekki, and the house is at least is big enough. Yeah, they had already, with the help of justice, and even all the Josephine Emmanuel priceless jewel that he claimed that they are no more his friends, he has cleared them. I say he did not clear them. He just told them to go off social media. So Josephine Emmanuel and justice that helped him to get the apartment. They packed his things from his former house They packed the ones that were useful. They had already packed it into the house. All the furniture, everything, the new things that they got into the new house, they had already gotten it. Like the house was set. All they need to do was just to come and move him. So all the while, he has been using Bolanle to pass away time. The one that is now more painful is all these mommy fans that Bolanle thought they were her mommies that she was talking to. If you know this lady, the lady that handles that Tiara Oluwa Okunoyi page, na the girl they come dey work for Arnold. E be like Arnold don dey date the girl now sef.